daring do adventures. Had a giant hammer and what else? Oh yes, met an eccentric blacksmith and his long-suffering apprentice? I don't know, manager, shop manager, whatever.
Sure.
And got various ingredients to commission the building of a suit of magical armor. And you guys met some mages, dropped off a world-destroying artifact without murdering the countryside. And what else?
Attempted to steal some rings.
Yep.
Attempted to steal some rings, stole a ring successfully.
Just one. Nice brass ring.
Just a nice brass ring, which we immediately tossed into the
Trash.
because you're a terrible person. What else? What else?
Potions.
Potions. Purchased the potions from a gnome who had indulged quite heavily in his own stock. And what else? Made some jewelers.
Shook a rod a lot.
Who has the rod in their possession currently?
I do.
Git.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yet's got the rod. Okay, so you gentlemen ended last week. Well, let's say a week. Yeah, basically a week had passed. You guys had spent your time in Neverwinter, basically chillaxing, enjoying the hospitality of the almost oddly fastidious tavern owner with his myriad of rules.
Oh, I got disconnected for some reason.
Unusual. Other than that, is there anything you gentlemen would like to do before you embark on your journey into the Upper Underdark?
Get a map.
Of?
The immediate area we're going to. Surely someone has been there.
It's not technically part of Neverwinter, right?
I don't know. Where do you guys want to go try and find a map? Down to you if you want to attempt to do such a thing.
Because maps be illegal in Neverwinter.
Maps
So,
of Neverwinter are
Maps
illegal.
of Neverwinter are illegal in Neverwinter.
Yeah.
No, the other maps.
Well, we don't know if it's part of Neverwinter.
You do know that the massive scar that opened a entrance into the upper caverns of the Underdark is indeed situated in Neverwinter. I can pull up that map again from last week. Did you guys look at it? So if you want to acquire a map, you're of course welcome to do such a thing. Where would you like to start trying to find such a thing?
A cartographer's shop.
All right. So you guys were fairly near the docks of the Mage Tower, here in the middle of the city, and docks being what they are, trade coming in from across the world, various ships docking at the docks as they do. You find a cartographer's office in fairly short order. The shop's exterior, made of heavy glass that looks like it's frosted over. And on the outside of this building, you do see the map make, stenciled in neat white letters outside of the window. Stepping inside, you hear a soft bell chime as you step into the door. You see the interior is thickly carpeted, and the walls are covered in maps and scrawling hands from all over the world, many of them written in common, some of them with dwarvish runes, others in flowing elven script. And you can see that many of them are from quite exotic places, like far cities of Araby beyond. Behind the counter stands a young woman wearing a purple robe, human with a somewhat distracted look, a pair of glasses perched precariously on the tip of her nose. Her eyes widen slightly as she sees this very unusual group of people enter the store.
We are in need of a map.
She looks at Git, and then she looks at Barnaby, and she really didn't expect you to be the one to talk. She kind of took you for a less animate person. Oh, hello. All right. And of which country would you like to get a map?
Not a country, but of the immediate area underneath the giant hole in the ground in the middle of the town, city, place.
I thought
But
they
not
were
including,
under the
but not including any part of Neverwinter, because that would be illegal.
I
All right. Well, you see, you see, we don't really have any maps of Neverwinter and of the Underdark. On account of nobody goes there, because it's a terrible idea.
This is unfortunate.
Well, you know, with the incursions from below periodically, and the patrols and the monsters. You know, evil magics. Not much call for making maps of it. And sure don't know anybody who's go down there and pace out the distances.
Do you know anyone who would have a map?
Well, can't rightly say I do. Your best bet would probably be to find somebody who's been down there before. Might have thought about mapping it out, but I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't hold out much hope of that.
Do you know anyone who's been down there before?
No. Not really, I just mind the shop. You know.
I start a huddle with the other two. This isn't getting us anywhere.
No.
no.
So, go just just go down for the nearest entrance. Just,
I mean, those wizards probably. No, maybe. What's under there?
Ask them on the stick.
no, I mean,
Give it a good shake.
no, I don't think it'll need shake. And I mean, we can just ask people around here. Can we go down? If we ask not, it'll be the less. Did you know there's a giant hole here?
So we go around asking who's been in the hole.
Oh, I mean, asking, can we go down the hole?
I think we can already go down the hole.
Oh, what are we waiting for? Let's go down the hole.
There we go. There's in the Tabletop Games channel. I linked to a link. And that gives you an idea of what the scar
illegal.
running through Neverwinter looks like.
You criminal, you.
Stop right there, criminal scum. But yes, that's what the scar is like. It's large. It's very, very large. And as you can see, it almost bisects the one city district completely.
So are we just gonna go there and start trying to climb down?
I mean, I guess we could ask some of the locals who live nearby, maybe. But that seems like the only thing.
Well, off we go. Goodbye, map
Sure.
woman.
Okay, good huddle, bye.
Is there
So-
anything else we need? Or are we off to Hole Town?
Oh, I think we've been carving all this week, so I guess not.
How much food are you guys carrying with you?
None.
I don't know. What's we're bringing?
Yeah, I guess like 2 weeks, maybe. I don't really know
Much
how
as
long.
we can carry, probably.
Alright, so would you say 2 weeks sound fair?
Yeah, sure.
Do you guys want to double down a bit? Maybe take 3 weeks' food?
Hmm.
How about we take 4 weeks of food?
I'll carry 2 weeks of food on me that I'll never use because I don't eat but in case the others need it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just 4 weeks for the two of us doesn't really sound that much, really. That much
Alright.
food.
That's quite a bit of food. Okay, so 4 weeks food. Alright, so where are you gentlemen going? Are you heading straight to the Scar? Try and do the round, so to speak, around the city first? How would you attempt to try and enter it?
Are there some handily made steps?
Unfortunately, there are no handily made steps. However, as you approach an area near the Scar, you do notice the presence of quite a few patrols doing the rounds, keeping a watchful eye towards said giant, enormous gash in the ground. The sides in this hole vary quite a bit, some of them being almost sheer drops, and others being a more gentle descent that you could skid your way down. And if you had climbing gear, possibly leave a set of climbing ropes to try and get back out again, out of said ramp made of dirt and rock. And what looks to be was the remainder of volcanic material. The interior below you stretches deep down below, and you can see that in places it has exposed caverns, tunnels, and paths till it fades away from the light of the sun too deep for you to see the bottom.
Maybe we should ask the patrols what they know about it. See if they know a way down.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right. Easily enough, you see a column of men marching past you. Who's speaking to them?
Get
What?
talk to them. You're a people
What?
person.
No. I mean, why me?
People just seem to like you for some reason.
It's true.
And you see the column pass you by while you stand there deliberating.
Okay, we wait for the next one.
Right? Hour or so passes. Not long. You hear the jingling of mail, thumping of boots on cobbles, as you see another patrol doing it. A different one, the one that passed earlier.
I go and walk out in front of them and go, hello.
You see them stop for a moment, nod your way, hello citizen, and then carry on walking.
We want to go in the hole.
You see the entire group stop, and then look at you and is like, and what is your business there?
Wizard sent us.
You should be aware that if you enter this area, we will not be able to provide you any aid unless below the city. We're here to guard its people, not stop foolish wanderers places they shouldn't.
Okay. Do you know how to get down?
He smiles at you and he shows some teeth. Good luck. Most perish trying to make the climb.
So there's no stairs.
Why would we build stairs for creatures of the Underdark to invade our fair city?
To, I don't know, funnel them into one easily defendable position, maybe?
As opposed to having an area that is incredibly difficult to traverse.
Well, if they live in caves and stuff, then they're probably okay at climbing. So, you know, they might be able to just climb up wherever.
He looks at you. Is there anything else I can help you? We must be on our rounds.
So you don't know what it's like down there?
No, because I'm not daft enough to go in. Good day.
Bye.
Gestures at the troops and start walking off.
Okay. It looks like we're climbing.
Alright. So we need some
Aye.
climbing gear.
Good thing we brought some. We begin to set up climbing gear.
Yep. Put in pit-ins and stuff.
All right. Who's going to be taking the lead, or each of you going to be climbing individually?
I think I should climb last and act as some form of emergency brake on the rope in case it comes loose.
All right. And how long is your gentleman's rope?
How many ropes can we buy and how many ropes can we tie together?
What rope last week? How long is the one you brought?
Long.
You asshole. Come on, it's your inventory.
50 feet.
All
Didn't we also buy a bunch of chain as
We
well?
did also buy a
specifically to
load of
carry
chain.
Yeah.
okay.
us away?
So, you guys have
And,
got
like-
many options. You can either go all the way down the rope to the bottom, try and find the nearest cavern, and swing into that. You can try and make a gradual slide down one of the more diagonal inclines, and look for a spot to crawl in. Or you guys can look for a cavern that's not too far down below the city surface and try and go into that. Or anything in between. There's hordes of caverns and entrances and caves crisscrossing the sides of the scar.
Has the
Oh,
city of
down
Neverwinter invented parachutes yet?
Unfortunately, maybe.
Are there any crazy base jumpers jumping into the hole?
Does not appear that base jumping as a fad has taken off much in the Neverwinter now.
You know, now that I think about it, that gnome was flying from some potion he drank.
Yes.
He was indeed.
Oh god. But do we want uncontrolled floating?
And, fallen.
Do we have enough money to go back and buy exotic potions of floating, though? Plus, how do we get out?
Maybe that'd be good for getting out.
Buy an extra set.
That sounds expensive.
Yes, probably don't have the money for that.
I think the best bet will be to go set up like some form of Python network that we can use to get out again.
Hopefully nobody removes before you're trying to come out again.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, maybe we could shake the rod and ask the wizards to teleport us out.
Yeah.
Well, yes, this sounds like a good plan. Teleportation magic is safe. And reliable. So, are we setting up the climbing equipment?
Yep.
Aye.
Alright, so who wants to go first? And how deep do you want to go?
We've got, I mean, assuming we've only got one set of rope each, we've got 150 foot of rope. It's quite a lot, I think. So we could just go like as far as the rope allows, like, and find a cave unless we get to the bottom, and then all climb down that, bring the rope down, set it up again, climb down again.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep. You're like a completely foolproof plan. Nothing can go wrong.
Nope.
So down there by me, what do you guys want to do?
So set the rope up at the top, and then like climb down as far as we can on the rope into like a cave or some kind of ledge. Bring the rope down, set it up again, climb down.
Okay. Okay, that sounds fair. Who wants to go first?
I guess I'll take the lead.
All right, so Barnaby is going to take the lead. Barnaby, how much climbing experience does Barnaby have?
He's only really ever climbed up buildings. Never really like mountains or anything.
All right, and what kind of proficiencies do you have related to climbing? Any athletics, acrobatics, anything that will help you get up or down?
+3 to athletics.
Right. So. Okay, so, but it's not a skill you're proficient. All right. So, Barnaby, I would like for you to make a straight athletics check for me as you start climbing your way down.
13.
All right. It's rough going. You're not really familiar with the equipment, but luckily, with the aid of the ropes and Python, you do manage to make it about 20 down. Before you, you see a narrow tunnel, just barely big enough for a dwarf to fit into. Your larger companions would probably have to crawl on their knees and legs, knees and arms to get
I often
inside.
crawl on my legs.
On your legs,
It's
on
true.
your knees and hands to crawl inside. Would you want to go deeper?
I'm gonna wait for my companions to get down here and examine the hole too.
Okay, so
I'm still at the top waiting for him to go down more. He stopped. Why is he stopped?
I don't know, maybe he wants us to go down.
We only have one rope.
Mm.
Alright, seeing they're not coming down,
Just
after
staring.
I'm gonna keep going down.
all right. Make another athletics check for me.
5, not very good.
Oof. All right. You go a little bit further down the rope before you get to a area where the rope's actually knotted. You're having trouble getting your climbing gear sorted so you can go a little bit further down. When you unclip it, though, you momentarily lose your grasp of the rope and go tumbling backward. I'd like for you to make a dexterity saving throw for me to see if you can grab a hold of the
Do I
of the
have
rope.
advantage on this dex saving throw because I can see it? The rope. I have dangers.
That's what for a kill.
I sense I'm in danger.
Well, yeah, I'm falling.
I'm in danger.
Anything I can see, it says. I don't know. Just
No,
check.
it says against effects that you can see.
Gravity's an effect.
It's true.
No, that would just be a straight dexterity check, please.
All right.
I'm in danger.
Nope.
Limits.
Oh
3.
god.
Oh no.
Okay, you guys see Barnaby unclip his harness and
Boy, what you doing?
his piece of rock under his boot break, and you see him suddenly gasp, fall backwards, and lunge forward to grab the rope, missing in his panic to try and get a hold of it, and start plummeting. Hippo and Litty, what are the two of you going to
Face palming.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, time for me to go.
Barnaby, you're currently plummeting. How long was that rope? 150 foot, you said.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I
you
think Barnaby
covered about
would be.
40 feet. So you've got 110 feet. So that's 3 more checks before you run out of rope and go straight down. What would you like to try and do?
Try to like land on a higher ledge or grab the rope again. I guess probably whatever's closer.
All right. So you're going to try and. Okay, you got 2 options. You can either try and grab a hold of a ledge as you go down, which is going to be by main strength, or you can try and make a dex check to try and grab a hold of the rope and maybe slow yourself.
I'll try to grab a ledge with the strength check.
All right. So make a strength check for me. By sheer main strength, you're going to try and grab a hold of a ledge and stop the inertia of your whole body slamming down this hole to try and stop yourself from falling.
And I think Barnaby missing the rope, he would get real mad about that and enter a rage.
Hmm. Really pushing it tonight, aren't you?
Yep, a little bit. Well, he's fallen to his death here.
He's so angry.
Sounds more like terror than rage to me. Okay, you know what? Fuck it, just this once. Roll your dice as Barnaby.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, I'm so fucking angry at this road.
This 12.
12. You manage to grab onto the ledge, slowing your descent to an almost stop, and just hold on by your tippy toes and your fingers. And then your body's too heavy and you actually let go again, but you have significantly slowed your descent and you start falling and picking up speed again. Make another check for me, please.
20, not natural.
Not natural. All right. Bumping, falling, and bouncing a little bit from the ledge, you do manage to put one arm around the rope and kind of widen it around your forearm and pull yourself to a stop. The rope actually blistering your hands as you slowly but surely tighten your grip enough to stall your descent. You look down, and there's only about 30 foot of rope below you. You look up, and you're a good 100 feet down from where your companion.
He appears to have ceased falling.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
I shout down, "Good job, Barnaby!"
Ahead of you looms a cliff face. A number of passageways bisected. It's almost like looking into the side of an enormous anthill. You can see tunnels. Some of them 10 foot wide, 5 foot wide, some of them a few inches wide, leading away into the darkness.
All right, I'm gonna wait for them to get down. I guess I'm not going ahead alone. You crazy?
All right. You guys peer down, and Barnaby is hanging on the rope bottom to a cliff face.
So he's just like, he's still attached to the rope.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Can he hear us down there?
He's about 100 feet away. You could probably yell at him.
I just shout down, "Find somewhere to reattach the rope, and we'll come down and reset it up."
I'm gonna shout back, "Aye!" and then he'll try to attach it to like the wall with a pigeon.
So this is like all sorts of tunnels and things, various shapes and sizes in front of you. Are you going to go into one of these tunnels, or where do you want to attach it with the python?
Just on the wall face, I guess.
So you're just going to hammer a python into the wall and then tie the bottom of the rope to it? So you guys are up here, basically. Barnaby's like hanging down here.
Yeah, we need to like get down into a cave type thing to re-anchor it, and then start going down again.
Alright, I'll anchor it into the cave.
Alright. I would like for you to make two checks for me. First being a strength check to hammer the python into the stone. And the second to be an intelligence check. Because you're doing rock climbing things. You're using your skills. You're anchoring this rope. Surely your comrades will not plummet to their death trying to use this python.
It's alright, we don't have to use it until we're all down there, and then we can check his work.
So, make a strength check for me, please, Barnaby. To try and anchor the python into the stone.
And I wouldn't be raging anymore, right?
No.
Okay.
That was a one-time deal.
Strength check is 6.
All right, you think you've got that python hammered in pretty firmly. You're sure nothing will happen. Make an intelligence
go.
check, please.
Three.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's really well anchored. All right, so who's going to go down next?
Wait, Vanguard. So, after we get down, how are we gonna unattach the rope up here?
I'll tie it in a special knot that will come undone when I pull it.
But wait, if you pull it, won't that come down when you come down?
It's magic.
Is there such a knot?
I think so.
Would Vanguard know such a knot, being a military robot, not a rock climbing
I think
extraordinary?
so.
Oh well, you know this thing? I'm gonna start climbing down. What do I roll? Climbing down the rope.
It's going to be athletics.
Alrighty. That is a 17.
All right. You sail down about 30 foot down this rope fairly easily. You don't really see what the problem was, Barnaby had such a hard time. Maybe it's because he anchored at the bottom of it. You don't know. Make another check, please.
19.
19. Again, you just sail down easily.
Running down
And
face first.
one last check. Yeah, you're pretty much like running down and leaps and bounds down the side of this cliff.
20. Non-natural.
Yeah. Yeah, you like easily like scoot down, and with a orcish flourish, you just like land next to Barnaby on the ledge.
You took a little rumble there, you're alright.
Aye. It be me arms. They be small.
I can see that big a problem. Can I, just
But thick.
take a check, to just look at how he put down the python. Does it look fine?
Make an intelligence check.
Ye be admiring me handiwork.
Let's see. Let's see in a second if I am. That is a 9.
I mean, it looks fine.
Yeah, it's pretty good work. It seems to be fine.
You're pretty sure. Yeah, you're pretty sure it'll be good.
Yeah, that's one well put together python.
Hippo, there
Thanks.
isn't. Sorry, Hippo, there is a knot like that.
Yeah.
It's technically not a knot; it's a hitch.
Okay, that. I do that.
It's used for like. Oh, okay. It's generally used for like
Not
horizontal
climbing.
thing. Yeah, it's called a where's this thing? Highwayman's hitch. What it's called. And it does not retain its shape if it ties another rope together. But you could definitely try. So you're going to tie this highwayman's hitch to the top of the python, climb down it with your enormous weight to the bottom, and then yank on the rope, and hopefully
This sounds
not
like a
die.
terrible idea. Can I make... I make the hitch out of chain.
No.
Okay, I guess 150 feet down will have to do then. I'll start I will attach myself to the rope with my climbing kit and begin my descent.
Right, make an athletics check, please.
Give before some snap.
It's like 25.
Yeah, you make it carefully. You don't want to pull on the rope too much. I mean, you're doing it confidently, but, you know, you never know when these little ropes will just snap under the enormous weight of the robot. Make another check for me, please.
$13?
You guys see
Wait, no,
Vanguard
14,
come
sorry.
striding very confidently down the rope. Stop, put his foot down, and something cave under his foot, and him wobble for a second. But maintain his balance. One more.
16.
All right, and you make it down into the same cavern as your dwarf compatriot and orcish friend. The three of you standing huddled in one of the somewhat larger tunnels that you can see pockmarking the sides of this cavern wall. Before you, you can see darkness, lit by the wan grey light coming in from above, and the faint sounds of the wind tearing at all these tunnel entrances, causing a slight hissing and murmuring noise as if many people are exhaling around you.
Well,
Yet. Did you notice if the rod did anything when we went deeper in?
I take out the rod from where I'm keeping it safe and dry, and take a look at the rod.
You see that one end of it is gently pulsing at the moment. Light
Oh.
dimming, brightening, dimming and brightening. Not enough to see by, but
wave
just as
it
a very,
around.
very faint.
I start pointing it in a different direction, seeing if it's a guide rod.
You see when you point it up towards the surface, the light pulses slower, and when your arm comes down towards the bottom, the caverns around you grow stronger and starts pulsing slightly faster, like a heartbeat racing.
Alright, so we'll just follow this thing, and if it gets, I don't actually know what it does. Do you guys know what it does?
They said it'd be a divination rod.
Oh, okay. And that is how it actually works?
Farmer's gonna shrug. Oh.
Maybe pulsing faster is better?
It does look like it pulses more when pointed down, which is where we need to go.
Alright, well, I'll explain. Do we want to follow this cavern we're in, or do you want to rope even further down?
We don't really have any more rope.
Oh.
Alright, let's take the tunnel.
Alright.
I'm not too confident in me climbing skills after that.
Alright,
Alright.
we'll follow the tunnel.
Okay. You guys decide what order you're going to march in, what you're going to be using for lighting, head deeper inside, and any other preparations you want to make. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
I'll also keep back in this.
So I think I should go in the middle because I can't
Yeah,
see
I
shit,
agree.
and I'll
You can hold
have
the torch.
I'll have a lantern,
Lantern.
like
Yeah.
the bullseye one, a torchlight one.
I like it, I like
I
it.
can point at shit.
And you'll have the two dark vision boys in the front and back.
Yeah.
Alright, good team huddle.
Yeah.
I'll be right back too.
Okay, so what plans have we got?
Well, Letty and Dylan have both also gone to do something very quickly, but me and Dylan came up with one of those two in the front and back, me in the middle with a bullseye lantern.
Okay.
I'm back.
Hello. Do you want to go at the front or the back, Letty? It's going to be me in the middle because I can't see shit
I'm
with a
back.
lantern.
Well, I can take the front.
Okay, so
Alright.
get me Barnaby. Somebody get me Barnaby! I need him!
Yep. Alright. So,
No, I'm drawing.
my drawing, sorry. Sorry, lady, sorry.
The
you
journal.
Just grab.
Aw,
The journal has been broken. Sad.
Oh noise! Oh god! Everyone panic!
Shh. Everything is fine. I don't know why you're so worried. So,
Vanguard cannot fear panic. What?
Hanging Lord cannot fear pain.
That were worth attempted.
So, marching deeper into the tunnels below, the light of day slowly grows dimmer further behind. After a few hours' march, this gradually sloping tunnel. Around you, dark stone, damp walls, sound of dripping condensation. Here and there you see fungi against the walls, some of them glowing with faintly rotten colors. In places, you see smaller tunnels, and you hear chittering sounds, as if you're being watched from all sides. You glance back, the entrance you came in. A small twinkling star, far behind. Ahead of you on the ground, you see a shape, slumped. Perhaps a person?
I shine the lantern on it.
The lantern's light reveals corpse of a young human man. Desiccated, his body having been here for some time. His legs and boots are gone. You see the torsos abruptly end right below his stomach, as if something acidic has dissolved the lower parts of the body. You see one arm stretched out agonizingly towards the direction that you came from, as if reaching for the light. Next to him, you see a crude stone, served as an impromptu makeshift weapon, a rock that had just been sharpened somewhat. His face is haggard, his hair long, and his skin very, very pale, as if he had not seen the sun for quite some time.
This is somewhat foreboding.
He's a bad omen.
Ahead of you, the tunnel opens slightly to a small chamber. The ceiling high above you, even beyond the reach of your lamps. Or your lamp, I should say, lantern. You see, just at the edge of your vision, material flapping gently in the subterranean breeze above you, covering the entirety of the ceiling itself. 3 paths branch out from where you guys are currently standing. One heading north, one heading east, one heading west.
Point the stick at them.
Aye, the stick.
Alright, I take out the stick and start pointing it in all of 3 of them and seeing which one pulses the most.
Right? You walk from entrance to entrance. And wave the stick gently, trying to see which one gives you the best reaction. North one, pulse remains steady. West one, pulse remains steady. And you get to the eastern one. You see it blink slowly, but ever so slightly faster than it did with the others.
Or that one.
Okay, let's shine the lamp down there, see if we can see anything.
You don't see anything. Except for a stone corridor that is rocky, fine pebbles underfoot. And at the edge of your lantern, you see something dart into a side passage away from the light. You start hearing a slight chittering sound that suddenly stops.
think there may be things down there.
Be quiet. Too quiet.
A thought has hit me. If they spend all of their life in darkness, they may not like light.
No.
Maybe
Oh,
we
no.
should light more lanterns.
It could hurt their eyesight. If they have eyes.
Also true. Can we light 2 of the AoE lanterns? Whichever ones those are called.
Storm lanterns.
Storm lanterns.
Storm lanterns.
Yes. So we
Certainly.
have two of those and then my directional one.
You do so, throwing up a little island of light, but giving you good visibility about 20 foot in the direction of yourselves. You hear something in the darkness scrape on a rock, and the chittering come once more. Above you.
Okay, we shouldn't hang about in one place too long down here. We moving?
Alright. Let's keep moving.
We moving.
We're moving.
Right. You step deeper in this. For a while, everything is perfectly fine and normal and then no monsters scream from the darkness to take your heads off. Time passes. It's difficult to keep track of time with no daylight, no clocks, no watches. After some time, you start to weary. The endless march, the darkness combining to fatigue you and wear on your senses. Would you guys like to carry on marching? Would you like to stop?
I guess we should camp up for a moment.
Your stomach starts to rumble, Git.
And I need some fucking grub.
Alright, we could take a food break.
You stop for a moment. Anybody... Oh wait, you guys probably just brought cold ration.
Yep.
What?
Bunch of preserved stuff.
Sorry?
Bunch of preserved nuts and stuff. Amongst salted.
Are you all eating, or is somebody going to stand watch?
I will stand watch, because I do not eat.
Or sleep, of
Or
course. you don't.
sleep. Sorry, Griff.
That's good. That's fine. It just means you get to eat all the things. Where's my monster stat block? I'd like you guys to all three roll a d20.
Natural 20.
8.
2.
Well. Barnaby, you and Git settle down in the little circle of light, scrounging in the packs, laying out a cold meal that you have in. Your companion stands at ease, watching the darkness around him rather ineffectually, on account of being the only person that lacks dark vision in the party. Also being the only one that doesn't need to sleep.
Hey, I got me a lamp.
Lamps will help you a little bit. Which is why you're the only person, Vanguard, that notices that the patch of stone that your comrades are currently unpacking their lunch on is not a patch of stone. And you can see suddenly that the very corner, just behind your companion, starts to ooze and move somewhat as if alive. As if the very stone below them wake.
Guys, you should move. I think your table's alive.
Oh,
That's
shit.
that's all you
Yep.
get to say as the creature lunges up at both Git and Barnaby. Due to Vanguard's warning, you're not taken by surprise. However, the stone peels away, dropping its false appearance, almost like an octopus camouflaging itself. And you see it envelop you, Barnaby, and I would like you to make a strength check, please. As the creature engulfs your right leg and arm, trapping it against your side.
Is it a saving throw or just a check?
Just a straight, just a straight
12.
strength check. Sorry?
12.
12. See how much this boy rolls. This boy roll any good? Actually managed to beat you. My goodness. Alrighty. The creature actually peels up off the ground and attaches itself to your right arm and leg, just engulfing them, hiding your fingers and preventing you from drawing your weapon with that arm. I would like for you... Oh wait, you're not raging, so you don't get off damage.
Nope.
Alright. You take 7 acid damage. And then, are you wearing armor or not?
No armor.
No armor. However, most of the buckles, the rivets, latches, and that kind of thing on your belt and pack that are engulfed by this creature just gets eaten off as you see acid start to eat into your body and disintegrate the flesh under. I would like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Oof.
Oof.
10.
17.
How much Barnaby roll?
10.
10. And Git?
3.
Still managed to roll more than the ooze.
Okay.
Not known for their high dexterity bonuses.
Neither am I.
Alright. Vanguard. You see this thing is just reared up off the floor and has suddenly engulfed your comrade. What would you like to
What would I like to do? It's a good question, that. Let's take a minute to consider what I would like to do. I'm thinking attempt to pull it off of him.
Okay. So, make a attack roll and try and do a shove attack. That's a hit.
Okay.
Does not have a high AC.
Okay.
You know, being an ooze. Alright, and then you're going to try and rip the creature from him, eh? Make a strength check for me to see if you can do that by main strength. Just tear it off of him. As you're technically attempting to ungrapple it.
9.
2! Okay. So you just plunge your hands into this viscous ooze, and you actually feel the acid start eating into your components as you grip and yank the creature off of Barnaby and throw it a few feet away onto the ground, where it starts sizzling and eating into the stone floor. Anything else you'd like to do?
Shout, acid lump, run!
It bubbles and pools. Barnaby, your turn.
I'm gonna listen to my companion and I'm gonna start running.
Okay. Where are you running?
The direction he's running.
Deeper into the cave.
Okay. You guys get up and run. I take it you're just following your companions.
Yep.
Okay. You guys easily outpace the ooze with its measly 10-foot speed per round. And, plunge deeper into the darkness, your lantern bobbing wildly, leaving the uneaten remains of your meal behind. Your headlong rush takes you deeper into another cavern. And you stop hard. Well, those of you that breathe.
Okay, next time you need to take a break, examine your surroundings first. Poke it all with a sword.
Okay.
There be many
However-
tricks.
Now you're here again. In the darkness around. Stretching, chittering noise. Closer this time, and louder.
So I think there might be more stuff around.
Aye.
It might not be the best time for a meal. Can you eat and walk?
Well, I mean, it's dry ration, so I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You stand in a small cavern. See, around you, the passageway widens in what appears to be a large chamber. So large, in fact, that torch does not illuminate all of it. Feel a draft coming from a passageway somewhere ahead of you. That a thick, musky, almost animal-like smell. Above you, hear the chittering sound.
Do your special eyes see anything up there?
Yep, gonna look up.
Let's say you can see twice as far as the non-dark vision people in this darkness. You see above you what looks to be almost like an enormous clothy ceiling, like the top of a tent, covering the top of this cavern in pale white and grey colors.
There be a clothy gray-white thing on the ceiling.
No. That ain't stone.
Would you like me to shoot at it?
Alright.
Sure, why not?
Aye.
I shoot at it with my crossbow.
Alright.
I just fire
Good
it
game.
straight up.
At the ceiling. Fire it straight up. You see the arrow disappear away from you. Barnaby, you carefully track and get... you carefully track the trajectory of the bolt. Punches up through this material. Still nagging at the edge of your awareness that you've seen something similar to this before. And disappears. And after a moment, the sound of the bolt skittering on stone returns to you. But it does not fall back down to the floor where you are standing. You see pale strand of ropey substance flop out from the hole torn by the bolt and sway gently in the warm air current coming from deeper in.
What's up there? I can't see. Did I hit it?
I mean,
Made a
yeah,
hole.
You hear around you. The skittering noise intensifies.
Do you guys think being able to see here is important?
For us, yes, but not for the creatures, it seems. They have other senses.
So, how much, light do we have? Like how many feet? Or like
About
a
20
radius?
About 20 foot around you is what your storm lantern gives you. And about double beyond that for dark vision.
Hmm. Is it? Hmm. No, I'm probably best to save that spell slot. Oh well.
I mean, maybe they be animals. I could try talking to them.
Yeah, I mean, if you want. Oh,
While you guys are standing in the little cavern discussing this, has anybody got eye? Git.
Hmm?
You seem from the corner of your eye, lazily coming down a thick, ropey strand of what you now see as spider web. An enormous spider stealthily descending from the ceiling behind your companion Vanguard and Barnaby.
oh shit. Giant fucking spider.
And in so saying that, you turn, Vanguard, and the creature is at head height with you. Enormous maw full of teeth dripping acidic poison. Huge, hairy, ugly body. Black eyes glittering.
Hello there.
And the creature lunges for your face. I would like you all to make
Hello,
initiative
man.
checks.
Well met.
Hello there, sir.
What am I?
Natural
Oh,
20.
What am I checking?
19.
Initiative.
10.
Natural 20 for Barnaby, 10 for Vanguard. How much for Git?
19.
Jeez. Let me see how much my spider bros roll. Skiddo's the only one with a high enough passive perception to actually spot their stealth rolls. Oh. Okay. Okay. All around you, descending from the ceiling, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10 of the creatures landing all about you, clustering around you. For sake of simplicity, we'll say the three of you were huddled here, discussing where to take your route. The entire board, the cavern that you were in. Let me just pull up my spider token, and then we'll be good to go.
Oh
What
god,
the
no.
fuck just bleeped?
Not the spider tokens.
Who just
There's-
bleeped?
No one?
I didn't hear
Oh,
it.
I thought I just heard my Steam bleep for some reason.
Bleep.
Bloop. I thought somebody sent me a message.
Maybe somebody did. Not one of us.
Yeah, maybe. That would be unusual. Giant spiders. Where you at? Here you are.
And you said there was
Giant.
10 of them?
10 of them. Underdog, yo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, seeing as Barnaby, these almost cat-like reactions goes first, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to stop the one that's lunging at Vanguard. With
All right,
my
how would you like
axe.
to go about?
Smash
All
it with
right.
my axe.
Go for it.
And it's just gonna be a normal attack.
Okay.
$17.
That's a hit. Are you throwing the axe or just kind of like hewing at Vanguard's face?
I'm trying to like, so while it's lunging at Vanguard, I'm gonna try to like bring my axe down on like its side.
All right. Roll your damage for me.
$8 damage.
8 damage. Alright, Vanguard. You see the dwarf companion.
Nothing. No.
Oh, this is something else. Do you not have a second attack? Aren't you level 5 now?
Yeah, I do. I thought you were gonna say something, so I stopped.
Oh, no, that's fine. Roll your attacks. And so
15.
that's a hit.
$14 damage.
14. Okay. So, Vanguard. You see your dwarf companion snap taut with almost like a bow and just swing the axe at the creature that you so unobservantly didn't notice coming down to take a sweet nibble from the top of your head. And just smash the blade into one of the creature's legs, severing it, doubling back, bringing it about again, and just slamming it straight into one of the eyes, bursting them and dropping the creature to the ground on its back, curling up its legs, dead. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Barnaby?
Yeah, because it dropped to 0 hit points. I'm gonna use my Great Weapon Master to attack the next spider next to me, the closest one.
All right. Spinning around on your heel, you take a swing at the spider behind you. That's a hit.
22. Ooh, 4 damage.
However, you overbalance a little bit, slam the axe down, and instead of it being a killing stroke, you merely lop off a few inches of foot from one of the spiders. Luckily, it has 7 spare. All right. Git. You see
So am I
spiders
also
descending
surrounded?
into your little circle of light from all directions.
I have
Or
2
do-
spiders within 5 feet of me?
Yibble.
Alright, I shall cast a Word of Radiance, and they must make a Constitution saving throw.
But they're bad at that. Constitution plus 1, 18.
18. That is higher than my save of 14. Both of them roll 18?
Yes!
Okay. Well, they don't take anything. My spell fails.
Alright, burst of light, but it looks like the darkness muffles it, almost like a wet blanket thrown over a fire. Alright, Vanguard. What would you do?
I'm test out my new hammer on this spider.
Alright, the spider is still descending from the rope, and you take a swing at it as if you're about to
Yeah,
bat it away
baseball
with your
bat.
hammer. You try and ding-bat it.
I roll a 17.
That is a hit. Roll damages for me.
17.
17 damage.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Anything else you're going to do?
Is that spider still up?
It's still up.
Oh
It's
my.
basically like flying away from you now. Like
Oh
still
well, if
attached
that
to the
if
web.
that one's like, yeah, I'll hit another one. I'll hit this one. It's a unnatural 20,
That's it.
and also I will. Yeah, fuck it. I'll use a superiority dice on this as well to make it a precision attack.
Alright.
So that's 19?
Points of damage?
Yes.
Same spider or different spider?
Different spider.
Alright. You
So
crush.
it's on this one. So I've attacked. I hit that one first, this one second.
This one you fling away from you, still attached to his rope, and it's basically coming back on the backswing. This one, you just crush like half of its legs, just like popping to the ground, still alive, and really impeded and screeching in anger and terror at you before having crushed half of its bloody body with a giant hammer. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's been good for now.
Alright, in the spider's turn. This boy that is still swinging about like crazy on his web is going to tilt his lower body towards you and squirt a viscous substance at you that almost hardens and whitens midair, coming towards you, forming a sticky web. What's the armor class of yours? 19.
19.
Okay. Oof. It's 23.
Oof.
You get hit by the web, spraying all around you, and you are currently restrained. The spider is going to do the same to you, Git. Let's see if he can manage to spray you. 14. It's a fail, I believe.
Yes, I'm an 18 armor class.
Barnaby, this one's going to try and spray you. That's a 21. So
Yep,
you are
I'm in
also
trouble.
currently restrained as you get sprayed by the butt spider.
What spider?
Butt spider. And then these two are going to move in on you to attempt to poison you, Vanguard. As they are wont to do. Barnaby, these two are going to move in on you and attempt to poison and nibble on you, seeing as you're currently restrained by the web. And Git.
Mhm.
And these boys are just going to move in for a nibble on you.
Okay.
Alrighty. This one's going to scuttle up, take a nibble next round, because he can't do anything now. Alright, so these two spiderlings are going to nibble on you. That's an advantage on their attack rolls, Vanguard. So they need to beat 19, you say, eh?
Yes.
Okay, it's +5 to hit for them. Natural 20 for the first one.
Oh no!
And a 13. Oh, wait, he gets advantage. And a 17 for the second one, which is not enough. Damn your armor class. Okay, so one of the spiders chomps down, but the hard armor plating of your body just completely defeats its fang as it fails to find any purchase. However, the second one bites down, and you can actually feel this acidic saliva seep into you. You take 19 points of piercing damage,
Ow!
and you need to make a Constitution saving throw unless you're immune to poison.
I am. No,
Are
I'm
you?
resistant to poison, I'm immune to disease.
Well, make a Constitution saving throw with advantage for me against the poison of the creature.
That was Constitution, yeah? That's 19.
Yes. 19. Okay, excellent. You pass the Constitution saving throw. So instead of taking 8, 6, 4, 30 points of poison damage, you instead take
Sweet
7.
Christ!
You instead take 7 since it's halved from your resistance and halved from the save, the succeed.
Freaking 10 of these, dude.
Well, that was a crit, so double the dice. Okay, then these two spiderlings are going to attempt to take a nibble out of you, Git. They're like, gotta give me some orc boy, they say in spiderish to each other.
Wee, orc, wee.
Pretty much. First one is a 14, second one, wow, nat 20.
No!
Oh, crap.
And that was how the party died, by really angry spiderlings that are challenge rating 1. Okay, so the first one bites you and deals what's it, 4d8. So my d8's at. There's my d8s.
It's a lot of d8s.
Crits. They do 2d8 normally. First one deals 19 points of damage to you of the piercing variety, Liddy.
Alright.
And then make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Alright.
Oh no!
Nope, that's a fail.
That is definitely a fail. So you take 4d8 poison damage, which is 17 points of poison damage.
Alright.
And you are poisoned for the next hour.
Alright, poison. Where is that?
Hippo, just pull up the poison there if you don't mind.
Oh no, the conditions are on D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay, excellent. Oh, that's even better. I don't have Beyond open at the moment because I have too many tabs as it is. Enemy. They fail
Actually,
to.
can I use my reaction there? Because I'd like to use the Breath of the Storm. When a creature within 5 feet that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your action to cause the creature to make a Dex saving throw. DC
Yeah,
14.
sure. All right. The Spoiler's going to make a Dex saving throw. Rolls a 11.
That is
What
not
happened?
enough. DC is 14, and it takes 15 points of lightning damage.
Alright, you guys just see the spider bite down with an almost gleeful scree on top of your orcish companion, and then suddenly just get illuminated by a bolt of lightning. As if somebody's hit it with a giant car-sized taser and go flying off of him, landing on its back, legs windmilling at the air wildly. Alright. Barnaby! Spiders are going to attempt to nom on you a little bit. What's your AC, boy?
13.
13. 20 for the first one, not natural. And
God.
21 for the second one, not natural. These spiders are rolling shit hot dice tonight, seeing as they only have like +5 to attack. Okay. So, first one bites you. You take. What's that? It's a name tag. 13 points of piercing damage. Oh, sorry, no, I rolled one too many dice. Hold up, fam. 11 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage, since you're an orc. Since you're a dwarf. Sorry. Sorry for insulting you.
20, not natural.
20. Okay, you easily pass, knocking down the poison damage from 14 to 7 to 3. So you passed, and it's half resistance. You take 3 points of poison damage.
Alright.
Second spider bites you. Deals 10 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a second Constitution saving throw for me, please.
$23.
That's a pass. Alright, and once more, the damage is immensely reduced because of your dormant Constitution. 8 down to 4, down to 2, so you take 2 points of poison damage.
Oof.
Oof. Okay. Alright, so, 2 of you are currently webbed down. You can attempt to burst the webbing with a pure strength check. And uses an action. Or somebody else can attempt to attack the webbing to break you out of it. The webbing has an AC of 10 and 5 hit points, and vulnerable to fire and immune to bludgeoning, poisoning, or psychic damage because it's a web. Right. That is the spider's turn. Barnaby, your turn. What would you like to do? You're currently restrained, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. I'm gonna get mad.
Okay.
Rage. And I can still attack, I just have disadvantage, right?
No. Cannot. You need to burst the webbing, it takes an action, and it's a DC 12 strength check.
Alright, I'm gonna try to burst the webbing.
Alright, just flex your dwarven shoulders. Bust out of the webbing like the Kool-Aid man.
21.
Okay, you just like flex. See webbing go flying in
18,
every which
sorry.
way. And you burst out of the webbing. Is there anything else you would like to attempt to do? That's bonus action to rage, action to burst the webbing, anything else?
I think that's it.
That's you. Alrighty. Next up, we got Git. Git, you are surrounded on all sides by spiders. It is a bad time, TM. What would you like to do?
Cure wounds on myself. I'm
Okay.
up 2 HP.
Oh boy.
That's total. 9 hit points.
Alright. 9 hit points. Vroom. Anything else you would like to do?
Don't actually have anything else I can do. I already have bonus actions that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vanguard, what would you like to do?
I burst from my cocoon.
Scree like a beautiful robot butterfly. You burst from your cocoon. Roll a strength check for me, or DC check.
8.
8 is unfortunately not enough, as the spider's webbing gums up your internals and stops you from moving much. Alright, is there anything else you would attempt to do? Your bonus action or move action?
I use second wind to get some health back. I just stand there and think about feeling better.
You stand there and activate your autonomous repair systems and start rebuilding what little you can in the midst of this spider frenzied hellhole.
Okay, 11 hit points.
Okay. Spider's turn. Barnaby, you are no longer restrained, so 3 of these spiders are going to attempt to take it out of you. Let's see, we roll. 3 plus 5 is 8, that's a miss. 9 plus 5 is 14. Is that a hit? I believe so.
13 armor class. Yeah.
13 armor class, so 1 hit, and the other one's a 9. Okay, so 1 spider bites into you with his spidery mandibles and deals 8 points of piercing damage. So half, that's 4. And I need you to make another Constitution saving throw for me with advantage, please.
19.
19, easily pass. Spider's poison and I'm seeping into you, doing a mighty 1 point of damage. Damn dwarven constitutions is hard to deal with. Okay, next up, Letty. Those 3 spiders are going to take a sweet nibble out of you.
Alright.
Fuck. 5 plus
This
5
kills
is
the
10.
Letty.
No, they just rolled really bad. It's like a natural 1 and 2 5s. Okay, so all 3 of the spiders, over-eager to get to the wounded prey that they sense is near death's door, clamber over each other and get in their way, and unfortunately none of them manage to eat you. And then Vanguard, the last 3 spider-onis are going to attempt to eat you. You're currently still restrained, so they all have advantage, so I'll just do them at a time. Oof. It's a hit from the first one. 18 does not pass, so it's fail on the second one, even with advantage. And 20 for the third one, so 2 hits against you. First one deals... ouch. 11 points of piercing damage. And second one deals 5 points of... Wait, whose red hand is this?
Mine.
It's Hippo's hand. You just knocked over one of the dice I was rolling.
What? How? I'm clicking on my second monitor.
So no, you rolled it over from 2 damage to 8 damage.
Oh no!
So that's 11 and 7, so it's 18 points of piercing damage in total.
Ow!
And I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws for me, please.
At advantage.
At advantage. Your Waterford's Constitution.
Okay, the first one was 14.
Alright.
And the second one's a natural 20.
14 and that 20 is... Where's my spicy poison boys? Both enough to pass. So instead of getting murdered by all that damage, they take a mighty 13 divided 6 divided against 3 points on the first one and 1 point from the second one. So another 4 points of poison damage.
Oof. Oof, I say.
Oof, I say. And that is all the little spider's turn. Yep, that's them. Barnaby, your turn. What would you like to do? You're really surrounded by spiders at the moment, all like just nomming at you as best they can.
I'm gonna attack the spider that I cut the leg off of.
Alright. You smash down with one of your attacks trying to be rid of this foul creature that is dead and nom on you.
$15.
That's a hit. Roll them damages, please.
9 damage.
9 points of damage. Alright, easily cut the spider in half. chopping it to absolute bits. Second attack.
Attacking the one next to me.
Alright. Using your great weapon is the next one.
Oh, the next one's great weapon.
No, I'm asking,
didn't
do
roll.
you want to use a normal attack or use your feature that allows you to attack when you drop a creature to 0?
Will I be able to extra attack afterwards again?
Yeah. You can still attack
Oh,
after
yeah.
that.
Alright, can I use the great weapon feat attack as the bonus action to break Vanguard's web with an attack?
Sure. That's a hit. Web only has an AC of 11. Oh, AC of 10, sorry. No.
15.
That's easily enough. Vanguard, you feel the blade of your dwarven companion shear through the webs, keeping you locked in place and suddenly freed. You find yourself much more able to take on your opponent. Barnaby, next attack. What would you like to do?
Next closest spider.
Next closest spider. You decide you've had it with these motherfucking spiders and this motherfucking Underdark.
Mhm.
So roll attacks.
Oh, natural 20.
Oof, I say. Alrighty, roll them damages.
12.
12 points of damage as you hack down and shear off one of the legs and actually cut partially into 2 of the eyes clustered on this creature's head. It screams and backs away from you, hissing and dripping greenish black blood onto the ground. Anything else for the Barnaby?
Nope, that's me spent.
Okay, Git. Your turn. What would you like to do?
I'll just cast Word of Radiance again. Since every 3 of them are in 5 feet of me, so all 3 of them make Constitution saving throws.
Alright, DC 14, eh? Natural 19.
And nothing happened.
Spiders are apparently incredibly dangerous opponents this season.
Every time it
You
happens, they
guys-
just close all of their eyes.
They're just like, nope. Okay. They've all got like Ying's like little flashproof helmet.
Yep.
Okay, that's oh wait, I need to roll that 3 times, not once. Sorry. A sec. 16.
Still succeed.
One of them +1 to 9. One of them fails. How much damage does the poor boy take?
6.
Okay, you actually see some of the blood on the ground combust as this radiance bursts from your body and singes one of the spiders and backs away from the sudden light, looking around confusedly. Where did it come from? Anything else, Git?
How high do I see? How tall is this place?
Very, very high. I mean, you can see far above you what looks like the
100
interior of a
feet.
tin. Above you, yeah, you can see like the ceiling is almost covered in the soft cloth, and with the spider webs dangling down from it, you get the idea that that's in fact not a cloth. That is probably a very thick web spun above you,
Alright.
forming
Nothing else.
a roof to this cavern. Alrighty. Git's turn. Vanguard. You are free of the webs, courtesy of Barnaby.
Now that I'm free, I'm just gonna...
I got you, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna like look at the spiders that have bitten me, so that's all you get. And then I start smashing. First I'm gonna smash the one I baseball batted earlier.
Alright.
That's a... 13.
Miss, unfortunately.
I swing again.
Right.
That's 20.
That's a hit. Roll them damages.
Reroll the 1. 15 damage.
Yeah, on the backswing, when the poor spider is like swinging back to take a nibble out of you for a second time, you just slam the the hammer into the middle of it, and just goes flying away from you, and actually separates in midair from the force of the blow, just spraying the floor in a massive V shape in front of you with spider blood.
Okay, and then I'm going to turn to the next one that I also crushed. Going to use Action Surge. Go and hit him again.
Alright.
Natural 20.
Oh my god. Alright, there's 4d8 on that attack. Plus your strength bonus.
25.
Yeah, the second one you literally just disintegrate. As you don't even use your hammer, you just take your boot to it and kick it so hard that it cracks open like a dropped egg and spills milky white innards all across the floor as it goes scattering away from you. And you actually have to shake your foot a little bit, dislodge cracked and shattered pieces of carapace that are embedded in your leg
Okay.
from the force of the blow.
And then last attack's going to be against this third spider in front of me.
Alright.
Yeah, that's a hit. That's just an unnatural 17. I'm going to make
That's
this
a
a precision attack again.
Alright. Reroll the
Reroll
one.
the 1. So that is 19.
You crush this one with a hammer, almost squishing it flat, but you can see it's still somehow horribly still alive, even though just barely clinging to life. Okay. Anything else you'd like to?
No, that's me good.
That's you good. Okay, the spider that is just barely clinging to life is going to wobble its way over to you, half crawling, half dragging itself to try and bite you in the leg. 16.
Miss.
It's a miss. Alright. Barnaby, one of the spiders is going to try and restrain you by firing its web at you. 21. As it hits you with its web. So you're currently restrained, and then the second spider is going to attempt to nibble on you with advantage. Oof, that was so close to natural 20 again. That would have been a 16 to hit.
It is.
Okay. That's just going to be a good old fun time of 6 points of damage, which is halved because you're raging. So 3. And then poison. Make a constitution saving throw for me, please. That's a pass.
24.
Yes, a lot. It would have been 7 points of damage, halved down to 3 because of your Dwarvic Constitution, and then halved again because of your pass, so that's 1 point of poison damage. Alright, then these 3 around Git. One of them is going to attempt to restrain you, Git.
Alright.
Once more firing his web, but that is a 10, so that misses you. Other one's going to try and web you down. Natural 1. And last spider's attempting to web you again. Finally manages to hit you with a 20. Okay, so you're currently restrained by the web, but it took all 3 of them to do it, and you are just currently covered in spider jizz, like for days. You look like one of those mannequins set up around Halloween with a sheet draped over you from all the webs they're firing at you. Okay, that is the spider's turn. Barnaby, your turn. What would you like to do?
Is it possible to hold my turn?
Sure. You want to burst from the cocoon and like synchronizing with somebody else, or what do you want to do?
Oh, I meant like wait until maybe see if one of them tries to free me or not.
Sure. Yeah, it's fine if you want to do that. No problem. Git, what do you want to do?
Well, let's see. What does actually restrain stop me from doing?
Well, you currently can't attack. You're just webbed down at the moment.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can't even really cast any spells. I'll just attempt to break it.
Okay, make a strength check for me.
Strength +4, so that's
That'll do it. DC 12.
Alright.
Okay, so you that you're actually burst out of it. Any bonus actions or movements?
Nope.
Alrighty. Git has successfully bursted out of the spider cocoon. Next, we got Vanguard. One more spider remains and is looking up at you with almost pleading eyes, like, bruh, it was just a prank.
I kick it.
Okay. Make an attack roll for me.
That's a hit.
It's a hit. Roll damage for me.
How many with a melee? Just a D4, yeah?
D4 plus your strength bonus.
6.
6 points. Alrighty, the horribly mangled spider explodes as you kick it, kicking off the top part of its head, just leaving the bottom part of its abdomen, thorax lying on the ground in front of you.
And
Right.
then I want to move over and attack the web that's stuck on Barnaby.
Thank you.
Okay, just bear in mind that it is immunity to bludgeoning.
Oh, I
damage.
fucking... Oh no, I can't even rip and tear. No, I can rip and tear if I do enough damage. I rip and tear.
Okay, you can attempt to rip and tear. Let's hope you roll well.
So that's 14 damage to hit.
That's a hit. Trying the rip and tear. Actually, can you rip and tear? Do you have slicing damage or anything? Because melee is bludgeoning.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit then. Then I hit it with my hammer instead.
Okay. The springy surface repels the hammerhead and almost rebounds back into your face.
Oh no.
Looks like hammer is not the best thing for breaking giant spider webs, unfortunately.
Does adamantine not help?
It is completely immune to bludgeoning damage.
Curses!
Curse these damn spiders. Okay. Anything else for you? Do you want to try and attack something else rather than the spider web?
No, that was my attack. I made my attack. I used my last movement to get over to Git to try and distract some spiders.
Okay. Right. Vanguard's turn done. Spider's turn.
Oh well,
Barnaby. What do you want to do?
bust the webs.
Okay, you bust a groove. Make a check for me, please.
24.
That's
No, wait,
easy
21.
enough. Yeah, you bust that spider web like nobody's business. Okay, so that's yours. 2 spiders are going to take a nibble at you. Attempt to eat your raging dwarf person. Wow, that's fucking awful. 13 for the first one and 9 for the second one.
First one hits.
So, okay. And then, let's see. Where's my dices? There's my dice. Okay. You take a mighty 4 points of piercing damage, a half that's 2, and make a constitution saving throw for me.
12.
No, that's actually a pass. So we 6
Hey.
damage, half down to 3, half down to 1. So you take 1 point of poison damage. Okay. Spiders. One of them is going to go after Vanguard, who so threateningly just attempted to boot, but unfortunately it rolls a 2, so that doesn't do shit. The other 2 are going to attempt to nibble on Git. One of them rolls a natural 1, and the other one rolls an 18. Which is a hit,
That
I
hits.
believe. Okay. Spider is going to roll some piercing damage over here. Oof. That's 11 points of piercing damage, and I need you to
Mhm.
make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. Do you have poison resistance or anything?
No, I do not. That is a Constitution is +2, 10.
Fortunately, that is a fail. Take 8 points of poison damage as the fang creature sink into your leg and start pumping black ichor into your veins. Okay, that is the Spoidy's turn. Barnaby,
How
your
much
turn.
poison damage was that?
8.
So a total of 19.
That's it.
I'm out.
Okay, you guys see the form of Git crumple to the ground, wounds on his leg oozing the spidery ichor. And you immediately see some of the spiders orientate on him with ill intent. Barnaby, your turn.
I'm going to recklessly attack the one that I crit earlier.
Oof. Okay. Go for it. Poor spider.
17.
17 points of damage. Oh, to hit. Yes, that's hit. That's an easy hit.
12.
Okay, yeah, you easily chop that spider and have like it ain't no thing. Anything else you'd like to?
I'm going to use my extra attack to attack this one.
Alright, go for it.
And I'm going to use my Great Weapon feat in order to get a -5 to hit and plus 10 damage.
Go for it.
Not natural 20.
Okay, that'll do it. Roll them damages for me.
17.
17 damage. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, you shear off like 3 of the spider's legs, and you see it squeal up at you, barely clinging to life. Anything else you'd like to?
Yeah, I'm going to just walk towards the spider over here that's near Git, and I'm going to attack it as my bonus action, because I
Okay.
knocked the other one to 0. And I'll
Go
do the
for it.
same thing.
Alright. Make your attack.
18.
That's a hit. Roll the damages.
19 damage.
Oh yeah, you easily dismember the spider that's already been singed somewhat by Git's magic. Alright. Anything else you'd like to?
That's me spent.
Okay, Git. You are on the ground. Make a dex saving throw, please. With
14.
let me just check.
Oh.
14. Okay, that's a pass. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm poisoned, so it's just...
No. It's just on ability checks.
Is it this?
Def-
Oh, I suppose it's not.
it's a saving throw, not a check.
Mm.
Okay, so you pass your first dex saving.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Vanguard, your turn. What would you?
Vanguard moves in to stand over Git if possible,
Mm-hmm.
and then smash that spider.
Alright, make an attack roll.
19.
That's a hit. Vanguard crush.
Uh, 15.
Alright, you slam the hammer down on the creature, cracking it open, but somehow it's still alive, clinging to life. Dark hatred burning in his eyes.
I'll attack it again. 16.
Alright, that's a hit.
God damn, so many ones I can reroll. It's great.
Telling me.
13.
Yeah, you pound that spider into spidery mush. You see watery black-green blood splash against the stones and run in great rivulets as you just hammer it into an unrecognizable pulp. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, Spoider's turn. Barnaby, last Spoider, is going to try and nibble at him. With advantage, because you swung recklessly this round. And rolls a 2 and a 4, because he's a spider, thus terrible at his job. Let's get it a little closer. Vanguard, spider that you, sir, neatly annihilate its friend, is going to try to nibble. 18.
Miss.
Not quite enough. Alright. It's going to have a look at this bullshit, and is then going to attempt to clamber back up one of the webs hanging from the ceiling to get away from you. Starts disappearing up into the ceiling. Would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Alright. Make your attack.
14.
That is just enough to hit. There's a 14 AC.
17.
17 points of damage. Attempts to climb up the web to get away from you. Nimbly, but you bat it off of the web and it actually goes bouncing down onto the cavern floor. Crawling up around one side of it that you've managed to shatter with the blow from your hammer. Just alive, barely. Okay. Barnaby.
I'm going to attack the one
Once-
behind you.
One spider. Pivot around, take a swing at the creature.
And I'll do so recklessly.
Okay, go for it.
17.
That's a hit. Roll them damages.
15.
Yeah, you managed to easily hack the last spider into dog meat with your mighty axe. Anything else?
I'm gonna run up and attack this spider.
The poor one is still on its back, trying desperately to get on its feet from its
Yep.
fall. Okay, go with advantage. It's currently prone.
23.
Damages for me. As long as it's not a 1, it should do it.
It's a 2.
You easily manage to
7.
hack the wounded creature into pieces. And just like that, you are left standing in the enormous cavern. The sounds of your battle fading away into the echoey darkness around you. Git, make a death saving throw for me, please. Anybody here got medicinal training?
I got +1.
Are you proficient in it, though?
No.
Git, what did you make?
I rolled a 14.
Alright, easily pass. Vanguard, do you have any training in medicine?
No, I have healing potions though. But let's see if he wakes himself up.
Git, as you lay on the ground, fighting for your life against the poisons coursing through your body, as well as massive blood loss. Your compatriots watching you with clinical detachment. Make a death saving throw for me, please.
So are we not like able to try to stabilize him unless we're proficient?
If you're proficient, sure, yeah.
I'm alive.
Put it this way: if you had no
Well,
idea,
I'm unconscious. So-
it's basically the equivalent of you trying to do surgery on somebody, like right now. Like you come across a car accident. Even if somebody were to give you surgeon's tools right now, would you be able to save somebody's life?
No, but like maybe you could suck out the poison or something.
Again, if you're proficiency.
I don't think I'm
Okay.
capable of that.
Git,
I don't want to Google it though.
you stabilized. He's breathing steadies and doesn't look like he's worsening, guys, but he's currently unconscious.
I haul him over my shoulder.
Alright. You now have the limp, bleeding, but stable form. Git, shoulder. And I'm assuming somebody grabs Git's weapon as well.
That's
Yep.
great. I pour a potion of healing in his gob.
Okay, make a roll your potion dice for me, please. Which type of potion are you using?
Just a normal potion.
2d4.
Five altogether.
Okay, Git, you come awake with the somewhat disturbing form of Vanguard very close to your face.
Conspires.
They are no more.
And indeed, you see he is correct, because all around you see the wreckage.
What healing was that?
5.
5.
Almost a dozen spiders hacked apart by the blades and hammers might of your group.
How far can I throw things?
What do you want to throw?
A torch?
Fuck.
Directly up?
Shit. Oh, Let's have a look. Up to 20 feet.
Well, that's not very far at all.
Maybe you can dip one of your bolts in some oil and shoot it while it's on fire.
Yeah, that would just extinguish it. Fire arrows don't work that way.
I don't know.
Move
say-
too far and slow enough.
I'd say if it's something fairly small, up to 60. If you're trying to hit specific.
No, I want to throw some at the giant spiderweb ceiling.
Alright, what are you trying to throw?
And how that's like 100 foot up, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so I can't throw anything that high.
So, you guys are standing in the remains of the battle.
Do we hear any more spiders? Okay, we move. We look through the exit. We need to find somewhere to rest.
It's the Underdog. Before you are 3 entrances. Oh, many entrances. 3 of which are close to you. You just pick one at random.
Get the wand.
Alright.
Alright. I want to pilot again. Want
You-
to navigate.
You wander rapidly, but the blinking seems to be approximately the same speed for all of them.
I don't know.
It's generally the right direction for all of those.
Let's go the middle one. Logic dictates the middle one must be the most even.
Alright. Burst down deeper into the passageway. Behind you, the sound of chittering grows softer, for eventually completely fading away into the distance. You march for hours in the darkness. All around you, the claustrophobic stone closing in on all sides. Oh wow. The ceiling above you starts slowly changing from a relatively uneven ceiling to something much different. Stalagmites forming the ceiling above, and the ground of stalactites scrolling from the ground around you. You start hearing unusual sounds coming from the darkness all about as the tunnel you step into widens, becomes a vast, open, dark landscape, stretching away far beyond you, beyond your torchlight, able to see. As you step into the chamber, a very, very little sound comes to your ears.
I think
Hear this-
we should
hear-
back out of the cave.
We need to find a place to take a rest.
What's your passive perception? 16, eh, lady? Git. You see one of the few around you that's very observant. One of the stalagmites uproot itself
Oh,
and turn into a creature that looks a lot like an octopus. A series of 4 bulbous yellow eyes sitting around the central trunk that forms its head, and immediately lashing itself to your companion Barnaby's leg.
oh no, not again.
Oh, no.
Barnaby, what's your AC?
13.
Okay. Dark Mantle gets 1 attack off, attempting to crush your leg in its grip, and deals 5 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
How long were we marching again?
About 3-4 hours.
Alright, I was just mainly asking, was I still poisoned? But that lasts for an hour, I think.
Hmm?
How long was the poison supposed to be for? An hour?
That's right.
Alright. So that's worn off.
Okay. The creature deals 4 points of bludgeoning damage to your leg, Barnaby.
Alright.
And suddenly, the lights you're carrying go out. And you're enveloped in complete and utter darkness. You see nothing. Literally nothing. Even those of you with dark vision can't even see your fingers in front of your face. We'll just maintain initiative, which puts Barnaby at the top for now. What would you like to do, Barnaby?
Do I still feel it on my leg?
It is very much attached to your leg, yes, and currently slowly applying pressure to snap the bone.
I'm gonna try to crush it with my axe. Slash it with my axe.
Alright, make an attack roll with disadvantage for me, please. As you cannot see anything, it is pitch dark.
24.
Right? Roll damage for me, please.
12.
Okay. You easily shear into the creature and you feel a portion of it come off, slightly lightening your leg, but you actually cut in to your own leg with your axe blade. I need you to take 4 points of slashing damage as your axe blade actually bites down into your calf where this creature is attached to.
Okay.
Right, Git. It's
Well,
dark.
I'm gonna attack it
Alright.
again.
Oh, sorry, Barnaby, what's that?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack it again.
Oh, okay, go for it, sorry.
12.
6 plus 6 is 12. It's a hit. Roll damage for me.
12. 13.
13 points of damage. You feel the weight suddenly come free of your leg, and the darkness disappear, once more leaving you in the Storm Lantern. And you take 3 points of slashing damage as your axe blade bites down into your leg, trying to free yourself from the beast.
And then as a miscellaneous, I'm gonna say, we gotta get out of here.
Alright, you stand in an enormous cavern. All around you, you see passageways leading away. You hear the sound of water lapping softly against the stone surface somewhere ahead of you. You feel a fetid breeze coming from to your right from one of the cavern entrances, bringing with it the stink and musk of something large, hairy, not very polite to your nose.
Oh, wait
To
a
your left, you see several passageways leading away into the darkness, as well as one incongruity amongst all these passageways. One that appears to be cobbled, leading at a gentle incline deeper into the Underdark.
You said that was a dark mantle, right?
That's right.
Could I have skinned it? Because I need a skin for the recipe.
Sure, if you're gonna park there for an hour or so and skin the beastie, yeah?
Just pick it up.
Yeah, just pick it up and I'm just gonna carry it with me.
Alright, you basically just like hang your axe, from your back. Just pick up the dark mantle in like both arms, and you're just gonna be like running with it like a bundle of rags, basically, like a bunch of washing.
Yeah.
You guys doing?
Proceeding in the direction the wand is indicating.
Alright,
In a quick manner.
Once more, Git waves the wand around like a police baton conducting traffic. And you delve deeper into the passageways ahead of you, heading straight towards the sound of water. Ahead of you, you see a tunnel. And standing on either side of the tunnel, you see a pair of shapes. Here, tall shapes, hunched over, elongated snouts, and hear yipping sounds, and feral barks, and the sounds of hyena-like laughter come drifting towards you. Let's see if they notice your torch. Wow, that's the worst fucking roll ever for Scene 3. As you guys round the corner, you see these bestial creatures, what it looks like. You have a split second to react. They have not noticed you. Vanguard... Git, actually. You know what kind of creature. They are gnolls. sometimes allies of the orcish people, but more often than not scavengers, hunters, evil creatures that enjoy nothing more than inflicting pain and suffering on those weaker than themselves.
You know how to fight a proper fight.
You guys have a split second to react. What do you do?
Hide? Do you wanna hide?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty hurt.
Okay, we hide.
Right? Where?
On the ground.
Alright.
Behind
three
the
of you
stalagmite.
Three of you crouch down quickly behind the stalagmites, hoping that they will not glance in your direction and notice you. However, the only source of light in the caverns, your lantern, is rather conspicuous in its presence. You guys hear a yipping sound on the corridor, and the sound of booted feet crunching on the loose stones and gravel of the surface of this tunnel, stepping towards you. Does anybody here speak Nullish?
Nullish? No.
No.
Oh, good. All right. The three of you are currently just kind of like crouched down in the tunnel behind some stalagmites with your storm lantern, and you can hear the footsteps approaching you. What would you like to?
Maybe they're friendly.
Yeah, they tend not be.
Scare them or something.
I don't know how.
Crunch,
I
crunch,
guess we could try to intimidate.
crunch,
We all
Footsteps
stand
directly
up
over.
at once and shout really loud, I guess.
crunch, crunch.
Alright.
Okay.
Footsteps are now
We-
mere feet away from you.
We all stand up and shout at them as loud as we possibly can.
Alright, I would like you all to make intimidate checks for me, please, with advantage, since you're trying to do like a whole unified Warhawker thing.
Fi-
17.
15.
13.
17, 15, and 13.
Mm-hmm.
But a second. Because nulls are not very. 17 plus 15 plus 13. Divided by 3 gives a DC of 15. You guys hear a... Ah! As the creature like backsteps suddenly away from you, eyes wide, and just turn around and bolt and run for the passageway. One of them dropping their spears in these ways, haste to get away from you guys as they pelted down the tunnel away from you. You have bought yourself a moment's reprieve. You see the creatures disappear into the mouth of the tunnel. A minute passes. 2. Then from inside you hear the sound of a metal gong or bell being struck repeatedly in alarm as whoever's inside the cavern is roused to your presence.
How tall is the current cavern?
The ceiling is about 15 foot above you. This is more of a passageway, really, than cavern, so to speak. What would you like to do, lady?
No. No, that's not gonna work. Never mind.
Right?
Can I run, like, how big's the entryway to their bit of cavern?
The entryway is about 7 feet across. Enough for medium-sized creatures to pass through easily.
Can I start going ham on it with my hammer and just, like, making a block?
What, you want to hit like the side passageways?
Yeah, I
The
just wanna-
sides of the passage.
I just want to collapse it a bit
Okay.
with my mega
So
hammer.
You guys see Vanguard sprint towards the source of the sound. and start taking pot shots at the wall. Roll a couple of damage rolls against the wall while
All
you're
of
doing
them
that.
counting as crits.
That's right. What are you two doing while you hear this din coming from within? Shouts, boot clanking, weapons clanking, yipping excitedly coming towards you guys.
22.
Do I remember? Was there a place nearby that had like a tall ceiling?
22, 17, 29.
A couple of the caverns that you've passed through have had fairly high ceilings.
All right.
What do you want to do, Lenny?
I was thinking of call lightning, but that needs like 100 feet above me to be able to work.
Ah, I see. Sorry, Hippo, what was that, 20?
Oh god, I've forgotten now. It was like 23, 17, 29.
Is anybody covering Vanguard while he's doing this? Just like wildly hammering at the walls to try and put enough rubble out to clog up the passage?
Yeah.
Alright. Git, you see a Knoll's head appear inside the passageway and raise a short bow and fire at the form of Vanguard busy hacking at this wall. And you see behind him more Knolls starting to fill the passageway and push towards you guys. What's your AC's 19, eh, Vanguard?
Yes.
Natural 1, never mind. Okay, arrow glances off one of your pauldrons and just goes skittering into the dark behind you. Yet, there is now basically a natural choke point rapidly filling with rubble in front of you, as the mechanical, unrelenting barrage of strikes from Vanguard is just reducing the size of this passageway into rubble. Is there anything you'd like to...
Rango, what's the plan? What are you doing? Talk to me.
Collapse tunnel, stop them getting in.
Oh, alright.
Stab them if they do.
Oh, that's way too high level. I'm not sure if I want to spend a fucking third spell slot for that.
Don't be dead, son.
I'll try to help him collapse the tunnel, I guess.
Okay, so Vanguard is currently filling up the tunnel entrance with rock. Barnaby is going to try and help him with what?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Moral support.
Yeah, you can do it.
I'll just basically start using Toll of the Dead on anything that pops its head.
Yeah, I'll try to maybe like deflect any arrows with the side of my axe, maybe that are coming.
Alright. So you're basically standing over... Okay, let's say that Barnaby is providing half cover to Vanguard, and Git is using Toll the Dead on as people appear.
Yeah, it's
trying
the
to
only
strike.
thing I have that has actual range.
Okay.
I mean, that's have actual spell, but
Aside of actual spells. Vanguard, roll a D100. Since you literally have moments to try and collapse a bunch of the wall, let's see how much of it you manage to actually bring down.
Alright, left dice is the 10s, this is the ones.
Okay. This is a terrible
87.
plan.
Wow.
Just for the record, I want to state that this is a terrible plan. Alright, you managed to collapse a fair bit of the entranceway, clogging up the tunnel, leaving a small slot at the top that is a bit too narrow for anything to crawl through. You have bought yourself some time, but with the sheer amount of bodies they have on the other side, it's not going to be long before they've managed to clear the rubble. What would you like to do?
Do we want to make a break back to the cave we came?
There were 3 passages.
I mean, it's close we can. I mean, I don't really understand what's the plan here. I mean,
As you say that, like, some of the rubble actually gets pushed off of the top, and you see the top narrowing slightly, opening up.
let's get start moving back.
I know what I
Yes.
do. I know what I can do. I get my keg of oil ready.
Yeah, I was thinking I didn't want it, but I was. Yeah.
Okay. And what exactly are you doing with your keg of oil?
Like that hole that's just appeared at the top, I'm gonna pour like a third of the keg in that through it.
That's a lot of oil.
That's a lot of oil. That's like a third of that is.
Gallon.
That's like 33 gallons or 33 pints of oil.
Okay, it cuts your time by 200 hours. All right. Okay,
gonna
so you start
back up a
glugging
lot.
oil down the top.
Yeah, and then once I've poured a third of that, light please.
What?
Actually, no. I just wait a bit until they like start scrambling some more up the other end.
You see a hairy oar-like hand reach through the top for the next stone.
Light please.
Give him a torch.
Touch torch to oil and boosh! See the stone pile suddenly ignite, soaked as it is thickly in the lamp oil. And you hear from inside baying whines, cries, and yowls. They back away from the stone. And you can actually feel the heat blasting out from this sudden ignition that you've wrought in the middle of these caverns. The lamp oil will not burn for long, but it will burn fiercely, buying you precious seconds. What would you like to do?
We should run.
Or
Aye.
Alright. You turn around, and I would like all of you to make athletics checks for me as you fucking book it. Back down the tunnels.
Oof. Oof.
Ooh.
Natural one.
oh,
What did you roll, Danny?
5.
You easily book it into the tunnels, but in your haste,
15 for me.
you're pretty sure that you guys have taken a wrong passageway. As you march into the darkness, the bays and yelps behind you getting quieter. Quieter. And quieter. And quiet. Find yourself finally stepping out of the dank, narrow passage that you've been trotting down, running away from them, and you find yourself standing upon the shores of an enormous black river. Waters in front of you, completely and utterly dark, unable to even see the shoreline closest to you. Fuck, sorry. 2 seconds. Yeah, you see before you the dark lake. You see small islands rising up from it. Stalagmites, stalactites. Here and there, flatter surfaces. In places, great, enormous mushrooms and fungus, providing little islands of dull, sickly greenish light. Around you, you see giant mushrooms, like enormous, like 20-foot wide mushrooms growing in places. Those of you from the wilds, do any of you guys actually have survival as a survival knowledge, nature as a skill?
No.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, you just see these enormous mushrooms going out in places
We did
around
read a
you.
bunch of books about the Underdark, though.
Good point. Make an intelligence check for me to see if you guys can recall anything.
Seven.
7.
11.
You two remember nothing. Letty, you remember the name of these things, but not much else. They're called Zerkwood mushrooms. Zarkwood mushroom.
Some kind of mushroom. Circwood. Didn't take much note of them because they didn't look like they were delicious.
They did not look delicious. You do remember one fact, Letty. That the watery areas in the Underdark are all connected. Called the Dark Lake. And it isn't really a lake so much as thousands of streams, rivers, and tributaries as well as actual lakes, all connecting form a massive spider web throughout the entire Underdark, like these innumerable water-filled caverns and chambers. And you know that it's hundreds of miles across, and in some places, as you go deeper following the waterways, the ceilings are miles above this lake and go even deeper below the surface.
Yeah, I mean, this place is like real big. All these are connected together, like all of them. And some things get like fucking old.
Okay, but how do we get across?
Nice.
I don't know.
These mushrooms, like, how big is like the internal bit of them, like the under dome?
The shroom itself has got about 20 foot. Like, if you flipped it on its head and hollowed it out, you could probably use it as a boat, I guess.
I was thinking of using it as a tent and then using it as a boat.
I mean, why not both, I guess?
Why not both?
I suppose. I mean, it's not much difference between a boat and a tent, really.
We should chop one of these down and sleep in it. Well,
I'm
you
gonna
sleep-
give
sleep.
each of them one of my hand axes.
I have hand
I have-
axes already.
I'll give anyone who doesn't have a hand axe a hand axe.
We,
Alright.
we hacked the shit out of that mushroom.
It takes you about an hour or so to chop through the thick trunk of this mushroom. And eventually you manage to cut it out and hollow the interior somewhat to provide yourselves with a very shroomy tent. Well, not tent, I mean it's a thick, almost leather-like exterior, so I suppose it's more of like a, what would you call it, teepee? Gazebo?
TP?
Teepee, I guess?
I mean, the tent can
Much
be
pink.
made out of leather, I suppose.
Yeah, it's basically like a hard surface to keep the weather in the Underdark off. You gotta watch out for those rock spider rains. So, what would you guys like to do?
Rest?
Alright. So, taking it, Vanguard is going to stand watch, and Geet and Barnaby are both going to have a good lie down. And you guys are going to make some food, isn't that right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat the cold rations.
You guys going to keep your lights on during your rest or not?
Yeah, maybe a bit dimmer.
I will.
I don't know.
They can have lights on inside the tent.
But won't you need lights for your
Well,
watch?
I'll keep a lantern next to me, like incredibly super dim, and then because I can still hear and see stuff whilst I'm resting. If I hear anything, I'll turn it on.
Alright.
Alright, that's up to you. I mean, if it'll be inside, then we probably won't really need a light.
Alright.
Famous last words.
Yep.
Mushroom mimic, you all get eaten.
Add to the list. Okay. Make a roll d20 for me for your first watch. Card. Let's see what happens.
Just adding my perceptions.
Adding your perceptions.
23.
Alright. First watch
I believe in
passes uneventfully. Roll second one, please.
13.
Alright. Hours pass. Many hours pass. As you sit silently in the dark, listening to the muted snores of your companions coming from the interior of your mushroomy abode. And then you hear a small pebble dislodged in the dark, just faintly over the sound of the lake. What do you want to do?
I stay perfectly still and concentrate.
Right. Make a perception check, please.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
You hear a skittering sound of something moving around out near the lake. You hear a small splash. Water is followed by silence. Make third perception check, please.
Natural 1.
You sit tensely, what feels like hours. But nothing comes screaming from the dark. Nothing attacks you. Time passes. Eventually, Barnaby and Git awaken to the immobile form of Vanguard, still as a statue. The lantern still burning next to him. Tiny beacon in the darkness.
So long rest has been completerized, yes?
Long rest is completerized, that is correct.
Okay. I heard some stuff. There's some splashing, but not much else. I thought it may just be some wildlife, so I didn't move.
Well, now that we be awake, how about we light this up and us with the special eyes have a look?
Okay, specialize.
Alright.
So what are the special eyes looking for?
Anything and everything.
Any movement. Or out of the ordinary.
You glance outside. I mean, you know, it's the bloody Underdark. Everything is out of the ordinary. I mean, it's the Dark Lake. You see the dark waters, stalagmites, almost cathedral-like pillars of natural stone reaching down from the high ceilings into the waterway. You see waters gurgling, bubbling, flowing quietly. You see here and there patches of dim corpse light from fungi and mushrooms cast on the pillars and lakeshore here and there. You really don't see a whole lot.
I get. What does the rod say we go?
Or I take a look.
You whoop your rod around a little bit. And the rod shows that you must go in a eastern direction. You can either follow the riverbank as far as it will go, or take your mushroom house, go for a float, or you can head back into the caverns and see if you can find a more direct route via land.
Vanguard, I do not know about your race. Are you able to swim without sinking?
I assume Warforged can swim. Can Warforged swim? There's nothing that says I can't swim.
I assume so.
All right, just checking, because like.
Unless it specifically says you can't, I'm assuming you can.
Yes, I can swim. I would rather stay in a boat though. I don't know how deep that water is.
I agree. It was just if in case you fell, we do not know what lurks in these waters.
We should follow the bank as far as we can, and then boat, I guess.
Sounds alright to me.
All right. So you're going to navigate the bank of the Dark Lake as far as it'll take you.
Yes.
All right. I think we'll stop here for this evening. Then hopefully we can get to the Underdark proper next week. Because so far we're just kind of scratching the upper caverns. Oh yeah, man, the Underdark is really deep. This is just like the entry caverns where like a lot of surface creatures and things still live. No real denizens of the Underdark you guys have encountered yet. This is still like Babby's first Underdark.
I got that dark right.
You do have the Dark Ray. As a downtime activity, what would you like to attempt to do with it?
Skin it.
Okay, make a survival check. How much do you, or if you have knowledge nature, whichever one is higher. Because I don't know how much knowledge Barnaby has about skinning creatures of the Underdark.
He did read a couple books, but survival is more. 12.
Yeah, I mean, you're fairly sure you got what you needed from it. You pack it and fold it away neatly in the bottom of your backpack where it kind of just... It's not great. Packing creature bits into your backpack is not exactly a good time.
It's what he knows me for, the blacksmith.
Exactly.
Bags full of parts.
Bags full of parts. Is there anything else you guys would like to do? If you guys want to make the shroom into a boat, it's going to be 1 day of downtime activity to turn it into a boat. And it will function as a makeshift rowboat with half a rowboat's hit points, but otherwise the same.
Well, if we follow the thing along as far as we can, and then see if we need a boat.
Are you going to carry it with you?
How heavy is it?
I'm not thinking about weight, but it shouldn't be an issue. So you're going down the shore. Okay, you guys are just going to take a giant mushroom with you on the shore.
Yeah.
He's a good home.
Okay. That's fine, I guess. That's cool. All right. We didn't even get to any of the encounters I built for today. I'm so sad.
Those spiders, man, they fucked us hard.
That's because I got like 3 natural 20s. The spiders had Barnaby's luck from last week.
Yeah.
The spiders were like, beep boop, eat all humans. Oh, one last thing. You guys haven't been covering your tracks or anything, eh? Or your
Nope.
passage. You guys have just been moving around at full tilt. Mostly
Yeah.
running away from things.
Yes. Leaving confused tracks everywhere.
Give me... Actually, fuck it. I'll let you guys roll. Barnaby, Liddy, and... Yeah, fuck it. Each of you can roll 1 dice, because there's 3 groups. Let's see. This is in...
2.
10.
14.
Oh. Okay, 2 and 10. Nothing on that end. And you say a 14 for you, Barnaby?
Yep.
Okay, so we add that. Alright. Fantastic. Okay, excellent. Alright, anything else you gentlemen would like to add?
Nope.
No.
Mm-mm.
Alright. So, thoughts, ideas, and suggestions?
Oh, how much XP do we get from murdering spiders and setting fire to gnolls?
Well,
And 1 dark ray.
1 dark
And a
metal.
mushroom.
Man.
And a mushroom. I'm tempted to give you guys a lot of XP, but also not really. Hold up, fam. Let me have a look at these guys. Let me see how horribly murdery they are.
I mean, if you want to give us something, yeah. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. You guys are always all about the XP. Oof. Fuck it. You're probably gonna need all the help you can get. Sure. Why not? Also, you guys are getting enough XP from get to level 6.
This bodes well.
Yeah, it does.
What's wrong, Hippo?
We're in danger.
I'm in danger.
Why would you say this, Hippo?
Because we're in danger.
Freaking, haven't even been in the Underdark yet. The entrance spiders almost killed us.
Underdark's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Like I said, once we get to the Underdark proper, can I built Hippo. I made a whole bunch of maps and stuff, but we actually didn't get to any of that area. This was just kind of like a prelude, little entrance way to get to the bottom. Once we get to the deeper areas, I've got some really fun encounters prepared for you guys. Also, as a side note, where's the note? You guys have used you guys have got remaining 382 hours of light from using the lamp boil that little stunt.
Neat.
All right, and we have
after that
29 torches now.
That's right, 29 torches. So you have about, say, 16 days, roughly, light. Roughly. Roughly. It's like 15.9. Let's say 16. Easier than dealing with fractions. Alright. Anything else? Any feedback, suggestions, ideas?
No, not really.
Like I said, I've got a
No, I
bunch of
think
maps,
so.
but it's mostly going to be for next week. I think that's when you guys will actually get there. I thought we'd get to the first area at least this week, because they're quite large. But spiders, man,
Spiders.
spiders did a lot more damage than I thought they would.
I'm glad there was only one of those dark mantles.
Oh, you mean that you saw?
That we saw, yeah.
See, one of the nice things about many Underdark creatures, in fact, that they have a little trait. It's quite fun as a DM to play around with.
Is it called
and-
being jerks?
Well, that too. But they have a trait called Undetectable. And what that does is... Oh, sorry, not undetectable, false appearance. And as long as they remain motionless, it's indistinguishable from whatever they're pretending to be, it a wet rock, or an oily pool, or a stalagmite. Like, you can... Even if you make search checks, they're terrain until they actually start moving. They're very, very spooky. Many things in the Underdark have things like that. Also, here's another bit of nightmare fuel for you guys to rest well on next time you go to sleep. Oozes can squeeze through in space as narrow as 1 inch.
Yep.
Sleep tight in your mushroom. So, anything else? Everybody good?
Yep.
Fuck it, yeah. So you can all grab a level. Get to level 6. Liddy, you might want to start thinking about tossing some magics that aren't cantrips.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying go ham every fight, but a lot of the Underdark creatures are very dangerous. You might not want to hold back too much in a fight.
Oh yeah. It's just it being the Underdark. I just never know when I'm gonna have my next, chance
Oh,
to take a long rest.
believe me, I know. I'm just saying, if you're dead, you'll rest forever.
Good point.
Yeah, man. I was like, I'm gonna wait a turn before I rage to see what those spiders, how much they do, and then it did like 30 damage. I'm like, oh, well, should have raged.
Spiders, man. Spoilers. Like I said, this is still like Babby's first Underdark. As we go deeper, we're going to start meeting some of the fun denizens of the Underdark. There are many of them, and they're really awesome. Also have some really fun encounters prepared for you guys that are a little bit out of the usual that you've been doing. That should be fun for you. All right. So, Boo, any feedback? Any ideas?
All good.
It's all good. I know Underdark's always difficult to run because it's hard to give the players enough information because everything is dark. You can't really see what's going on very well. You can't really draw it out very well either because they can't see it, so you can't really draw it. Which makes it a little bit tricky. But hopefully you guys had an idea of what was going on.
What if I
Wasn't
told
too
you this
confused.
level, I get Eagle Eyes?
What's that do?
It allows me to see up to 1 mile away with no difficulty and able to discern fine details as though looking at something no more than 100 feet away from you. Additionally, dim light doesn't impose disadvantage on your wisdom perception checks.
That would be great if you were in dim light. Unfortunately, there's only like 3 creatures can see, or 3 player species that can see down here, and that would be Dugar, Drow, and Deep Gnomes. Are the only species I know of that come out of the box with improved dark vision. I don't think there's any other player species that does. I'd be mistaken. I've added so many over the last couple of months. But yeah, like the deep Underdark you guys are going to see is quite fun. There's whole cities and societies and things down here. For now, you're still kind of like in the honeycomb, crusty area where there's just tunnels everywhere. And a lot of them just like crisscross each other or double back or go a little bit up, a little bit down, but you're still pretty close to the surface in the greater scheme of things. Once you get a couple of miles down, that's when things start becoming nutty. That's great fun.
Well, hopefully it's not that far down the skull.
Who knows? I certainly. What about you, Letty? Any ideas? Thoughts, suggestions?
No,
Good?
I'm good.
You good? What about you, Hippo? You good?
I'm always good.
Okay. How close did you guys come to dying from the spiders? Because I wasn't actually
Incredibly.
checking HP totals.
Very
I
close.
wasn't checking HP totals. I just heard Letty at one point be like, "Oh no!" I was like, "Oh shit! Did I just kill somebody?"
I think I went down to like 7 before I second winded. Letty I think went down to 2 and then passed out.
Yeah, I went to 2, then healed myself up, and then went back, then went dead.
What about Burnaby's?
He had 11 health left, and then after the Dark Wraith, he had 5.